Okay guys, this is going to be your Thursday science video. It's going to be on the 4 inner planets. It's workbook pages 151 and 152. So yesterday we talked a lot about this. Well, yesterday and the day before we talked a lot about the sun. So now we're going to talk about Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and the sun is going to be incorporated in there. So we know that Mercury is closest to the sun, which means it's going to revolve the quickest around the sun. And we know that Mars is the furthest one away, so it's going to take the longest to rotate around. So we notice that there's two terms on page 151, axis and rotation. We've already talked about what rotation means. And an axis is the imaginary line that goes through the middle of an object. Remember in the sun how it had those imaginary lines and it kind of kept it on track? And I told you, you know, this is imaginary, but it helps the planets not collide with each other. That's what an axis is. All right, so I'm gonna start reading 151 to you guys. I don't believe your science workbook page is due today. No, it's not. Okay, here we go. Excuse me. Whew. So sorry. Okay, it says every planet has an axis. An axis is an imaginary line that goes through the middle of an object. Each planet rotates on its own axis. Rotate means to turn around a center. A rotation is the spinning of an object on its axis. A planet rotates on its axis the way a wheel rotates on an axle. Earth's axis goes from the North Pole to the South Pole. Beginning at the sun, the first 4 planets in order would be Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars. So they're going in order in the picture on the side of page 151. These 4 planets are called the inner planets. They all have hard, rocky surfaces and an iron-centered core. However, each planet is unique in its size and its distance from the sun and the time it takes to go around the sun. All right, flip your workbook page to page 152. Okay, something is going on with my computer. Let me just figure that out. Okay, I just want to double check that your science workbook page is not due. Let's go ahead and read page 152. It says, Mercury, Earth, and Mars rotate in the same direction as they orbit. Venus rotates in the opposite direction. This means the sun rises to the west and sets in the east on Venus. But remember, they all go counterclockwise. So that means they're all rotating the opposite way that a clock moves. But Venus's, I'm so sorry. I don't feel that great. But Venus is doing that unnaturally. It's doing it opposite to what we would do. But they're still going in the same direction. I know that's super, super confusing. Okay, on to the next paragraph. It says, on Earth, one rotation takes about 24 hours. This is one day. Places on Earth facing the sun have daylight. Places facing away from the sun have nighttime. One day on Mercury is about as long as 59 days on Earth. So that just shows you. That's crazy, right? Okay, and then the last paragraph, it says, a planet takes 1 year to complete a revolution around the sun. For Earth, a year is about 365 days. On Mars, 1 year takes 687 Earth years. Mercury takes only 88 Earth years to complete a rotation. All right, so as you can see, there's not an assignment for you to do. What you actually have to do is cut out each of these planets on page 151 in each of these descriptions on page 152 and glue them together. This would be a great study guide for you, but you just need to make sure that you complete them correctly. Make sure you have them, like they go together. So just make sure when you cut them, you don't mix up the order, and then hold on to them, paper clip them to your workbook pages if you have a paper clip, and then that would help you with your science test coming up. That's all you have to do today for science. Super, super easy. I'm going to find a Flocabulary or a Brain Pop Junior for you guys to watch as well. And then that's it. There's not science tomorrow, so I'll see you next week for science. Bye, guys.